Philosophy is a topic that has always interested me, and after taking a class last year that focused on the philosophies that are existent in Asia, I gained a lot of new knowledge and appreciation for the concepts that exist beneath these philosophies. At one point, we even did a study on Hinduism, and it was then that I learned about the Samkhya school of thought that exists within a wider umbrella under Hinduism. In today's society, karma has majorly evolved since the time it was first created within the Samkhya school of Hinduism. In modern times, we use the concept of karma to threaten one another, saying things like, "Watch out, karma will get you." To some, this is the only notion of karma that they know of. However, in the school of Samkhya, karma is viewed as a law surrounding every action, physical or mental, as having its own outcomes that will come to be faced either in this life or in the one after. If we compare the modern view of karma to the one originating in the school of Samkhya, I would value the Samkhya one more, because they believe the effect is already in play before the cause. This allows one to accept that what is to come will come, regardless of what you do. So instead of worrying about the consequences of your action, you can instead focus on improving your mind and ensuring that this action will not become a reoccurring item. The school of Samkhya believe in causality and that a deity is not essential to a system. This belief comes from the Purusa-Prakriti dualism that suggests that an effect exists and is in play pre-existent to the corresponding cause. In reality, they believe that the karma we perceive is a transformation of the cause into the effect. The existence of karma is also a main contributor to why the school of Samkhya do not believe in a deity being necessary or existent. They have three main points to back this up. Firstly, with the existence and functioning of a law of karma, a god is simply not needed in the system to act as a moral governor, unlike some believe it to be. Secondly, even with the role of karma not existing, an enforcer god would have to have egotistic or altruistic motives, and therefore cannot be an unbiased enforcer of consequences. Finally, since the school of Samkhya firmly believes in the three pranamas, perception, inference, and testimony, and there's no backing from these pranamas, there's no reason to believe in the existence of a god. In Sanskrit, the term kana literally means action, and this term is used to indicate those actions that are done by personal choice as well as the forces that emerge from these acts. This translation corresponds to the Samkhya belief that the transformation of cause into effect is karma as those forces emerge from the action. The modern and Western view on cause and effect is more towards the idea that everything you do has an effect on somebody's life, whether that be yours or somebody else's. This is often seen as a negative way, with people using the phrase karma to reprimand others and shy them away from unfavorable actions. It is also used as a warning to prevent irrational decisions that people might be leaning towards. On the flip side, some see it as a motivator because they believe that they will be rewarded with good karma if they do acts such as donating to charity. Another view on karma that is prevalent in society is the idea that due to karma, we are all interconnected and all have an impact on each other's lives. This can make us feel a sense of togetherness, and in turn is a motivator to continue to put good karma out there into the world. The main difference between Western and Samkhya views on karma is that Westerners believe the effect only comes after the cause, and therefore it is possible to eliminate the unwanted effects by simply getting rid of the cause. However, the school of Samkhya firmly believes the effect is simply a transformation of the cause and therefore already exists before any action is taken. After analyzing the similarities and differences between the two views on karma, I came to the conclusion that I find more peace and comfort in the Samkhya school's train of thought. Initially, I liked Western view on karma because of the ability to prevent an undesirable effect if we just stem the cause. However, after some thought, I have come to understand that this approach often leads to a cautious lifespan, taking no risks just in case we get bad karma. This does not seem like a life worth living or one that I personally want to live. Oppositely, the school of Samkhya has the attitude that the effect is already in play before any cause has come to be, and therefore there is nothing you can do to avoid the consequence. They instead advocating for facing these things head on and continuing to live your life in the best way you can. As mentioned above, karma is literally action in Sanskrit, and if we were to avoid karma like some Westerners would prefer, we're essentially ruling out any action and therefore any enrichment that life has to offer. This is why I ultimately think we should refer to the school of Samkhya when contemplating how to live life in conjunction with karma. These are just my thoughts and opinions about karma and the contradicting viewpoints that come with it. I hope you found this interesting and were able to learn something about modern day karma and the original Samkhya school of thought behind it.